Hey guys, so today I wanted to give you some tips and tricks for combating oily skin. How to get rid of oily skin, how to deal with oily skin, how to combat oily skin. Because I know for me and a lot of other people it's a big problem. So in this video I'm going to talk about the makeup you can use, what you can use throughout the day if you are wearing makeup or even if you're not wearing makeup, and then what you can do, what cleansers, what toners, what products you can use at home so that when you're not wearing makeup you can decrease the oiliness so that when you are wearing it, it's not as big of a problem. First thing you should think about with oily skin and putting on your makeup is your primer. And even if you're maybe a guy or a girl that doesn't wear a lot of makeup, you could just use a primer without any makeup, and that primer alone might help quite a bit. Two that I love are the Prime Time Foundation Primer from Bare Minerals and the Smashbox Anti-Shine. Now these are both products that are formulated to control oil. This is the Primetime Oil Control, and it's just a clear liquid. For those of you who know, this is kind of like a gel. That's what it looks like. For those of you who know, this will make your foundation last longer, and it comes off very, very sheer like this. So if you did decide to wear it without makeup, it's not going to show up. This will help you not only keep your foundation on longer, but help control that oil in the skin throughout the day. This is the Smashbox Anti-Shine. I don't know if they still make this or not, but I love this stuff. I put it where I'm really, really oily. This is a little bit of a thinner application for your whole face. And this is where you want to put like your T-zone around your nose or around your forehead. This is the stuff that really, really soaks up all that oil. And I used to wear this every single day under my foundation to stay oil-free. So this is also a good option, or you can find products like this if this isn't on the market, just to control that oil where you really need it the most. Next, you should consider your foundation. Especially for people with oily skin, you can't go for, the foundation that everyone else goes for. These are two options. This is the one that I really like. This is the Hourglass Immaculate, and I'll show you how this works. This is basically a foundation made for oily skin. It's made to go liquid to powder. That means it comes out as a liquid, and in seconds it'll turn into a powder and last you the whole day long, without being super goopy. I notice between 6 and 8 hours. Kind of depends, depending on what you prime with and stuff like that, but I'll show you. It comes out kind of like this, like a liquid, and in seconds you kind of rub it in. Seconds, it's a transfer resistant powder. So now I have foundation all over my hands. A foundation like this, that's meant to keep the oil away, generally does a pretty good job. This is another one. This is called Tarte's Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I bought this a little while ago. I'm going to have to bring you guys a review because, to be honest, I'm kind of on the edge with this. I'm not sure if I love it or not. I do notice it gets a little bit creasy, but the main idea of this is that because it has that Amazonian clay, it'll absorb the oil throughout the day. Clay is amazing for absorbing oil, so if we're wearing this on our skin, it'll absorb that oil so that you can't see it and you stay mattified. Again, I'll have to bring you a review of this because I don't know about this one. This one does not have any clay in it, but I really love this one, and this one has helped me personally with my oil. And the next thing you could do is use a setting spray that's meant for oily skin. A setting spray is a way of setting your foundation. I love this setting spray with this foundation. With this foundation, I do prefer a powder to set and then this over the powder, but it's really up to you what you have available and what you like to do in your routine. A setting spray is something that will set your makeup so that it doesn't move throughout the day. And thank goodness they make some for oily skin. This one is Urban Decay. It's called De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. And this one is made specifically for people who have oily prone skin. Now, just any setting spray may not be the best. If you get one like this that does have this oil control in it, it will be better. Again, even if you're not wearing makeup, maybe you just want to do a primer, you could let the primer soak in and then spray a little bit of this on, and that might help as well for maybe a guy that doesn't want to wear makeup, maybe a girl that doesn't want to wear makeup or her school doesn't allow it. It might be a good option for you. But I personally love this one. This is the only anti-oil one that I use. I do not know of any other ones that are formulated to be anti-oily. But if you know of any, please post them in the bottom comments and I'll be happy to take a look at them and maybe bring you guys a review if I end up trying them out. Next, let's talk throughout the day. Throughout the day, you're wearing makeup and you start to get oily. Obviously, you can't run to the bathroom and wash your face because you're going to get all your makeup off. You could definitely put a little bit of powder on. I don't always recommend that because repowdering and stuff like that could give you a little bit more breakouts and transfer bacteria on your brushes because makeup brushes can hold bacteria and cause acne. One of the best things to use are blotting papers, and these are just little blotting papers, and the purpose of these, whoopsies, and the way these work, some of them are made of rice paper that are really good, but these are basically little oil control sheets that you can put on your skin throughout the day. So let's say, you start to notice you're getting a little bit oily. You can take this out. I mean, this is like the size of like not even a business card. This is like the size of a business card. So you can put this in your wallet, you can put this in your purse. These happen to be from Proactive oil blotter sheets. You guys can get oil blotter sheets from the drugstore, from Clean & Clear, from Neutrogena, you name it. But they come out just like this, and what you do is you press them to wherever you feel like you are getting oily. Take them off and see where that oil or that moisture is. So this is a great way to get that off throughout the day. Now what happens when you're at home and you're not wearing makeup, or maybe you're a guy and don't want to wear makeup but you want to control oily skin? That's where skincare comes in. First thing is that you should look for a cleanser or a scrub or something that has glycolic acid in it. Now glycolic acid is great for acne, it's great for exfoliating, so do not use glycolic acid in the morning. Click here for a video that explains why you should not exfoliate in the morning. But glycolic is an exfoliating agent that's really good at controlling the oil. Not only is it good for acne and preventing that acne, and actually wrinkles too, but it's an exfoliator and it helps to control those oils by calming down the sebaceous glands. This is a Psychological Ultra-Fine Scrub from La Roche-Posay. This is just a scrub from the drugstore that happens to have glycolic acid, but you can talk to your dermatologist, you can get cleansers with glycolic acid, you can get glycolic acid peels. Just look for a cleanser or an exfoliator that you can use at night that has glycolic acid, and that should help you a lot. The next thing is a toner, and toners, you have to be careful and you have to know your skin. If you have really oily skin, I would recommend a toner that has alcohol in it. Not drinking alcohol, but rubbing alcohol. And the reason why is because that alcohol can be very dry and irritating, but it's really good at drying up that skin. So if you are super, super oily, don't use a toner with alcohol all over your face, like if you're not oily down here. Just use it on a little pad, like on a gauze pad, and wipe it over maybe that area that you are the oiliest. This is one from Hydroxytone. It's called the Age Defying Toner. If we look, one of the main ingredients in here is alcohol. And like I said, you have to be careful. For certain individuals, alcohol can be very, very upsetting to the skin. It can cause a little bit of redness. If your skin is not oily, then it will cause extreme dryness. So be careful with alcohol. But I love it for people who have oily skin. Let's say you get oily right here in the T-zone. Go ahead and swab that cotton swab up with all that, all this toner, put it right here, and it will really help throughout the day. If you're oily down here, put it down here too, but if you're not oily here, then avoid putting it there. Just use a toner with alcohol wherever you're the oiliest. As far as moisturizers, it's kind of indifferent. There's some that are oil-free, but there are some that actually contain oil that are good for oil control. It's kind of confusing, so if you have a moisturizer you like, then stay with it, but one of the biggest and best things I could recommend for anyone is a clay mask. Kind of goes back to the idea of clay. Clay absorbs the oil. What you can do is at night or even during the day or whenever you're not wearing makeup, give yourself a clay mask. You can buy clay masks at the store. This is one that I did a review on ages ago. It's called Aztec Secret Health and Beauty Indian Healing Clay. And what this is pure sodium bentonite clay that you mix with water or apple cider vinegar and put on your skin. And you will feel this tighten up and dry, and you're going to look like an alien lizard. And then you take it off and your skin will be like completely oil-free. Every single time I use this stuff, I need to put moisturizer on afterwards because my skin is very dry and my skin is naturally very, very oily. So if you have super, super oily skin, I would definitely recommend using an Aztec healing clay, Indian healing clay, even if it's not Aztec or Indian or Amazonian, use some kind of clay mask at least once a week to help combat that oil. Now, if you're dry skinned, you can still use this, but you would want to mix it with oil or something like that so it doesn't dry you out. That you still get the benefits, but it doesn't dry you out. Now, if you're oily, mix this with water and mix this with apple cider vinegar. And it'll really help to draw out those oils and impurities so that you can be more oil-free throughout the rest of the week until your next clay mask. And this is only a couple bucks at like a health food store. So those are my tips and tricks to combating oily skin. I really hope that this video helps you guys. Let me know if you have oily skin and there's something that you do that works for you, and share it in the comments or even post a video response so that we can all kind of brainstorm and bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. So I love you guys so much, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say and talking to y'all soon. Love you guys. Bye.